So, on Justice for Mohbad, we have come to realize that there are certain people who were snitching. These people, they will entrench themselves into the journey. They will pull and push and put themselves into it. And all they are doing is to seek for the highest bidder. To them, Justice for Mohbad is a means, a way to get money. To them, the only way is for them to continuously sell and bargain. That's what it is. And they still want people to believe that they are for justice for Mohbad. Not so long ago, we got some update about evidence that we all know that certain people are obstructing. They just do not want this to be out. They do not want anyone to be aware of anything. They just want to keep all of us in that shadow, the shadow of nothing, the shadow of emptiness. They want us to continuously press and push. They want us to beg. They want us to continuously ask and keep asking for evidence. And they will now give to us some lies, peddle it here and there. And then when our hopes are high, they drop it on the floor. Yakata. Well, it is no longer business as usual. It is not as they think it would be. A lot of people have thought about it this way. If we had gone with the coroner inquest and there was no delay, there is a huge possibility that certain lies would have been sold at that coroner inquest. It would have been a journey that money would be spent, but answers will not be gotten. Thank God that some of these things happen. If not, we will not be where we are today. We will not get to realize that we have moles who have infiltrated justice for Mohbad. Well, ladies and gentlemen, not so long ago, Yomi Fabiyi came up with an update, and it seems there is this back and forth between Yomi Fabiyi and one sister, Karimo. Like I told you guys in my previous update, I said we care less about sentiment here. We are in for the real deal, and that is what we are focused on. There is this guy also called Arifa who has decided to pitch tent with Karimo, and it seems Yomi Fabiyi is no longer partnering with Karimo. We were told about the CCTV and also the latest, the mobile phone that they claim was hacked or stolen, and all of that story here and there that we've been hearing. I'm sure you must have also heard about this too. Well, I am pleased to let you know that this update will shed more light. Let us see how we will trace the pathway, even though it is slippery. Let us see where we'll be heading to on this journey. Do not forget to like, share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers and those that have been here, I say a very big thank you to you. And to those that have tapped on the thanks button, the one with the love icon, $sign in the middle of it, may God bless you, may God replenish your pockets. If you also want to be a part of this, you like what we do, simply tap on the same button. Let's get right into it.
Refuse to ẹjọ òyìnbó ló máa san yẹn náà ìjọba mi comment ẹ wípé because I refuse to wípé nǹkan tí ojú mi ò bá rí tí mi ò bá ní evidence fún pé mi ò ní ẹjọ bá mi kọ òyìnbó yẹn ẹ bá mi kọ sí thank you so much, I've seen it. Ẹ ṣé gan. Now you always say that because you said you refuse to analyze based on speculations, that's why we are coming up that shit. Stop it. Don't drag us into the mud. Okay? Do not drag us into the mud. It wasn't because you said you will not analyze based on speculations, okay? And why did you go to where you went to that all of us backed you up? Aṣojú ẹ, àṣeyẹn, when you were not around, àṣeyẹn, I was part of those. Timon said, in fact, only so many people that I was coming for because of you. Because they were calling you thieves. I mean, yeah, Yeah, ìgbà yẹn ìwọ àti Westo, they used to call both of you thieves. Tí mo máa sọ pé mo máa tá tán síbẹ̀ ni. Stop making us look bad. Okay? Aṣojú ẹ, aṣẹ̀yẹn, money, financially aṣojú ẹ, àtúnṣe yẹn náà financially. Ṣó ti gbọ́? A lè fi ọwọ́ ká fi gbáyà. Ṣó ti yẹ? So stop making us look bad to anywhere you want to belong to, or maybe you want to stand on your own or anyhow.
Supporting you, Arifa. I'm not here for you, but sometimes we need to just let you know that people know all your antics. The money you got from other universe would have finished by now. And your problem now is that the real justice seeker now see you as a mole within the justice seeker. And it's so hard for you now to get money from other universe because he is in a big mess and you are trying to bring his lawyers to us. While myself, Olafia, is never your fan. It's the day you come out and said Mohbad did not have a lawyer and Baba Mohbad has a lawyer. And ever since that time, I've been asking you on every platform I find myself, were you able to get a lawyer for Mohbad? Has Mohbad been able to brief the lawyer you got from Mohbad? Those answers, I needed it from you, Arifa. Because of what you are going to eat, you forgot the future of your own kids. That if whatever you sow in this justice for Mohbad, that you will reap 1 million folds. You forgot it. At the age where Baba Mohbad is right now, crying, trying to know what killed his son so that he can get closure and be rest assured that he fought for his son. You were running up and down to get money from people because of your stomach. And I've told you, go get a job, go get busy. The time of free money rolling in this justice have gone. Go on. The one you made, if you know how to manage it, you won't be broke by now. So, Arifa, please go and get busy, get a job. So, justice for Mohbad. I thank everybody on justice for Mohbad. Yes, last week was tough, especially for me. I lost hope. Even last week, I was saying, what is remaining on this justice? But I talked to my person. When I say my person, is Gospel's Guresi. And Gospel said, Mommy, Nkoshi Kutamashi. I said, okay. Once you talk as my soldier, I follow you.
Ó dàbí bó ṣe froggy ní Sesame Street bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. Ẹsẹ̀ tí ní lórí kìíní ìwọ náà máa ṣàbá gbé ṣe ní bọ́ọ̀ṣì ìkọ̀kọ̀ náà ni wọ́n pẹ̀lú Lady K ẹgbẹ́ ṣe ṣe ní ṣé báyé ṣe múra nìyẹn tẹ blend wọ́n wá ń tì yín àwọn yóò fò àwọn yóò ṣe àwọn yá dànù tẹ́gbẹ́ irọ́ náà ń pa mẹ́jẹ ẹlẹ́dà àdàbí àbíyín wọ́n máa parọ́ wọ́n wá ràn yín síta àṣàwọn náà ń ba justice jẹ́ Ọlọ́run àbíyín. Eleda Mohbad abi. I keep saying it. Mohbad came last week? Last 2 weeks. He just said Imole and he was smiling. Inú ẹ̀ ń dùn sí gbogbo àwa tá à ń ṣó títọ́ lómi yẹn. Mo fẹ̀mí dọ́gba. Amari justice. All this game you are playing, Ikebe super. Then play game. Me, I don't fall for it. I don't even believe it. My spirit always speak to me. Gbogbo eléyẹn wọ́n rí ọ̀kan wọ́n tó ta fóònù wọ́n lọ impersonate. I'm not falling for that.
Distraction.
Yeah, I'm not falling. I told her immediately anything come. Then this woman yesterday, Iya Joke, lost Shora. I'm telling you, you left and you came back. You are on one show yesterday. I happened to be there, or maybe no, on Facebook. I was listening. I think Sister Coffee was playing it on Facebook, and you were like trying to manipulate your followers. And one woman, she was like, no, Baba Ote ni compassion, kò yẹ kó ní compassion fún Adura because and this Joker was trying to tell the woman, oh, it is not that, you don't understand. Compassion ko, Baba ma lọ sọ pé wo lè jẹ́ kó mò ń lọ irọ́ ni. Why are you like that? Why do you want to twist things for your people? Are they babies? Kiru ike ma da nǹkan rú kiri. Ẹ̀yin náà lẹ ń gbó bí ajá lẹ ń ké. Lẹ ń jápa lẹ ń punch heaven. Mi ò rí rẹ̀ ní gbogbo last week yẹn. Thank God I was not fully on the line. Mo ní kí ni gbogbo ilé, but my spirit said all this na gimmick, all games.
God is on this judgment is on the throne.
Of course, lágbára Ọlọ́run, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
And for Karima, I pity you. I even pity your family and your children. Your children are innocent. But there are some things that are generational. Some curses you are putting upon yourself. They are heritable, if you don't know. If you don't love your husband, you should consider the future of your children. Karima, do you understand? Wọ́n ní bíbí rẹ̀ òkè, wọ́n ní bíbí rẹ̀ òkè, kò ṣe fi owó rà. Karima, ó ti wà obvious pé wọ́n bí ẹrẹ, ìwọ fún ara òtútù rẹ̀ bí. You understand? Ó yẹ kéèyàn wá tún rẹ̀ bí. Yes, there are people like that. By birth, they were personal non grata. But wọ́n túnra wọn bí, wọ́n túnra wọn kọ́. Karima lost it from both sides. Kò réyàn bí, kò tún réyàn kọ́, kò tún tún rẹ̀ kọ́. That's the problem with Karima. You remain an accomplice in justice of Mohbad. Kò sí atótó ẹnu tó lè wẹ̀ mọ́. I'm telling you, if the right thing will be done, Karima, o máa káwọ́ sẹ́yìn, o máa fi rojọ́ ní kóòtù. Kò sí kó má gbẹnu sí Mike. Yes, the blunders and the atrocities you have committed, they are so very enormous for anybody to forget. Atótó nu ẹ kò lè wẹ̀ kúrò. So save yourself some energy and prepare for the rainy day. If that rainy day will come, àwọn Ògún tó lọ ń gbé yẹn, pa wọ́n tì and face the reality. Mo ti sọ fún ẹ, tẹ́nìkan bá ní kò mọ́ wá káwọn fi bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣògùn, wọ́n máa fi owó ẹ̀ pátá ni. They cannot do anything. Owó ẹ̀ ò lè ṣe anything. Tó bá ní kò mọ́ wá káwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe kíní kan, wọ́n máa fún ẹ̀ ra dìyẹ jẹ ni. Ọdún ti dé. Gbàgbé gbogbo Ògún ọ̀dọ́bà tó ń pariwo yẹn. That's the truth of the matter. Prepare for your rainy day. Ó máa kàn ẹ́, gbàgbé ẹ̀, ó máa gbẹnu sí Mike last ni. Ó lè escape ẹ̀. That's the truth of the matter. And Mr. Yomi has become an opportunist. When he came, the generals and the gladiator, we advised him, Mr. Yomi, tread carefully. We told him, ó fi gbígbọ́ ṣaláì gbọ́, ó ṣe tí bí etí ewúro, ó ní kí ni wọ́n ń sọ. Now, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni now, wọ́n ní kọ́mọdé kó má dẹ̀tẹ̀ tó bá ti lè dánú gbógbé ni. Ṣebí inú gbó Mr. Yomi ló wà báyìí, kó má dàgbé now. That is it now. Wọ́n ní awífúnni kó tó dání àgbàjàkadì. A sọ fún Mr. Yomi, ó ní pé eré là ń ṣe, ó ní báwo ni tiwa ṣe jẹ́, ó ní báwo làwọn yẹn ṣe jẹ́ tó advice ẹ̀. Òun náà ló dé báyìí o. Òkété ó dé gba látẹ, ó ka ọmọ rí. Not so much shame upon that your name. So much shame. So much questions. So much incompetence. Mr. Yomi, rántí ọjọ́ àti sùn. I'm telling you, rántí ọjọ́ àti sùn. Everything is not about the me. Everything is not about money. Mr. Yomi, ẹ ṣe eré o. Nítorí ọba tó jẹ tìlú tóró, orúkọ lè parẹ́. Eléyìí tó dẹ̀ jẹ tìlú bàjẹ́ náà, orúkọ tún ní parẹ́. Mr. Yomi, you are writing your own history. I'm telling you. Kí la máa fi rántí yín, Mr. Yomi? Kí la máa fi rántí yín? You are writing your own history. That's the truth of the matter. And Arifala Jogun, ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ àgbà. Arifala, you have missed it. And you did not miss it by mistake. I'm forced to believe that all you are doing it intentionally. When you see a man with so much flexibility, a man without principles, you get why. People that don't have principles, they don't have guidance. They are either here or there. Here or there. They are there for the highest bidders. And that is what Mr. Yes. I'm telling you, that's what Arifa stand for. Tell you about Gba, Ele Agba. Tell you about She, Ele Ashe. When you see a man like that, you need to run with your heel touching the back of your head. Woman gbabo anyhow ni. And that's why Arifa di ṣe ó ti di nǹkan tó fẹ́ di. Ó ti di nǹkan tó fẹ́ di. Nǹkan tó wá wá náà nìyẹn. Ó ṣe wá láàánú. Arifala Jogun, you are a fallen hero. So painful, but you have chosen your path. Leave the generals and gladiators alone. That is it. Continue your jobs as an opportunist. Do you understand? Leave the generals and the gladiators alone. Continue your business venture. Do you understand? We have different reasons for joining justice for Mohbad. Those that are seeking for justice, let them do it. You that you are seeking to help your family life, FMU, continue to do it. But leave the gladiators and generals alone. The only person that can stop the justice is Baba Mohbad himself.
That's it.
And the last time I heard from him, he said he wants justice until it comes out. The gladiators and generals, they will defend him with the last drop of their blood and the last ear in their trachea. It is justice or nothing. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. Eshe.
Injustice for me. Thank God. And some of my people know the story of inconclusive. You know, the inconclusive came by because the government pronounced the autopsy they did inconclusive.
Inconclusive, yeah.
Okay, let me start from the video that was sent to me today, where African television, was saying all he was saying, that he's going to actually put up EFCC. And I just look at him. I just laugh. Is it that this man, as old as he looks, I saw his picture, and I feel that this man is looking old. And probably maybe it's maybe he's not as old as he thinks. Now, who should EFCC come for? Is it Baba that freely the public went out of their way for? Or you, African television, that you open a website on Mohbad's name and you are generating money up till date? They are paying into that account. Let me borrow my sister's word. Make it make sense. Yes. Who should EFCC come for? African television. Who should EFCC come for? You that you went Olowo Baba saying Oniko sign 70 in your MOU. I think number 3 or number 4 of your MOU states that you'll be in charge of Mohbad's royalty. So the whole of your thinking was to control Mohbad's royalty. You said 5% was going to David Fadile. You said 25% is going to Baba. You said the 70%, you were silent. The 70% goes to the NGO you are creating. And the name, Benin, and the name of your NGO is still African Television. The name was not even, the name of your foundation is not even named after Mohbad. Now, in that same MOU, 25% etu fun Baba, etu leyin letu mama direct Baba in his musical career. So you're still getting that 25% from Baba. So who is the thief here now? The same you, African Television. You went on the WhatsApp, on your web page, Mohbad's name is there as Mohbad's project. Then when you click the link, you see there is an account there, a PayPal account. The account is attached, it's not attached to any NGO or foundation. It's direct to Bomudia, it's direct to his account. And you now came up and you are saying that you want EFCC. If our government is working, if our system is working, you should be the one that should be reporting to EFCC. Is it
menstruation pad?
Somebody had an accident, is in the hospital. Your platform never contribute for it. The platform that contributed did not complain. Now make it make sense. Let's take you back to memory lane. Maybe you've forgotten. Mm-hmm. When they did a contribution for spending on your platform, what played out? What played out? Mm. The moment the money passed the budget for spending, I stand to be corrected. Bossman called Westo. Bossman was telling Westo, pé, since Oya pé 2 million, ni spending need. Pé ole tó kù yẹn o, àwọn fẹ́ gbà lọ́wọ́ spending.
Yes.
Westo now asked Bossman a question. The reason to Westo did the attack Westo now asked Bossman a question. Hey, so this money, we spending off it pay now. I can keep spending my money right now. Bossman and what's his name? Moses or something. Money right now. No. They have to collect blah 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 blah. Westo now asked one intelligent question. Tebati effect bawoyi ibulema gbasi. The first thing that came out of the amount is that, Westo, we can even put it in your account. That was said, no way. You're not going to do that. You will not do that. I'm not going to be part. I'm not going to be a party to that. That's frauding the people. And the next thing, they now say, we can even put it in Justice for Mohbad pause. If I want to pay, Westo buy idea wanted to sorry. Want to see justice for Mohbad. But that was not their intention because they were not being sincere. And this was the thing we heard then that we say, lie, say, it's never done. It's never done. Think about any cancer, to any leukemia, to make be account, please assist this one. It's voluntary donation. They donate for any change. No, it's never done. Think the Bankole and Smith you're preaching now is making sense. That the Bankole and Smith at the Jojoni agreement.
God bless you.
You guys have agreement. A boss is not even boss man. That guy is not a man. I doubt it. He's a boy. Because the way he talks at times, he talks too much. He's the only one that will be in a conversation with men. He was in conversation with Guresi and Mr. Muiwa, and this boss boy was recording them. Record conversation with boss boy. And you think that one is matured?
Boss boy.
You think that one is matured?
At all.
It goes about ranting. I, boss man. Kilo deshe no aye now. Kilo tishe, you've not done anything. You've not done anything special. You've not done it. And this is the thing. Along, Che, Mohbad case, now God they run out. Not anybody. We thought it was a bad luck for us. Look at how God turned it.
Gbogbo wa. Adigba tí mo rí gbogbo àṣà ọjọ́ fẹ́ yẹ kí àtètè rí nǹkan burúkú tí Òdùmọ̀sù ṣe ni wọ́n ṣe jẹ́ kí gbogbo ẹ̀ stop. Ó wọ́ọ̀kì fún bàbá ni, ó wọ́ọ̀kì fún true justice seekers. Kọ́síkà sọ pé àti rush lọ sí inquest. Wọ́n ti tender nonsense yẹn. Wọ́n ti ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Wọ́n ti ní kọ́ lọ fún DNA. Káàdì mẹ́pọ̀ Òdùmọ̀sù ló jẹ wá lẹ́sẹ̀ lọ.
I was wondering. Mo kàn ń ro oníjọ́ gan ni pé ká ní pé wọ́n ti hold kìíní báyìí. Ṣé lóòótọ́ ọmọ yẹn sọ pé 40% wà níbi kan? Ṣé 40% náà làwọn fẹ́ gbé lọ? Ṣé 40 èlò wà ní percentage ti government nígbà tó ń kọ́ ṣe tiwọn? What's the difference between 39% and 40%? But thank God, God is God, God is no man.
Absolutely.
He will do that which he will do. When you feel, and I always tell my people, I said, the least we can do is to come out and not be tired.
Benny.
In fact, Baba, Kudi let it head down. Kudi where you own now. Now you say, you smart, you go move, Bookie just say, no, back. Bookie just don't do out. You to do your work, we see, work we even praise it. Ya tosi bread and tea, you there, Baba, and to Baba come in. You know, God bless you, man, for all you do. Then let me quickly move from Bossman. Let me quickly move to another chapter of Arifa. And I said this to Arifa on the chat. I said, your issue is not, people are not dragging you. No, don't play the pity card. It was on my platform that it happened. They played your recording when you were trying to put Shitu under the box. You were demarketing Shitu to meet Bankole and Smith to have an interview. And Arifa said, and I quote, that it was Baba's lawyer that he took permission from Baba's lawyer before he went to meet Bankole and Smith. Then let's unravel the question. Who is the Baba's lawyer that gave Arifa the go-ahead to meet Bankole and Smith?
Odumosu.
Make it make sense. And I told him, I said, Arifa, why people are talking now? It's not that the fact of what you're doing now. It's not of the fact of what you've done before. It's what you're doing now. People, I want you to react. Otin sumo Ada universe. Otin sumo Jew. Ada's lawyer, Bankole and Smith, said he does not know Baba. You want to fight for somebody and you're still saying it till the last time you were in court, that you were being interviewed, that you don't know your client. Was released. I remember when he called me out before he was released. They called me out, Baba, I want to kusi kinio. And I was so Kilama Shezeba Guresi ne ape Kawa 1 or 2 Moloke. This is what me I would do. I will open my platform. The little I have, I will send it to him. I'll ask good people who were supporting him, who were supporting Arifa Life and Direct. I want to be saying Lenny Ibo no one nigga ton drag in December, January. The same Lagata that is following him up and down now. Sorry to mention names. Where was Lagata when they were dragging this guy?
I feel free.
When he was dragging this guy, when they were calling us names on behalf of, because we were supporting Arifa. You people know that Yomi Fabi is an actor. So everything he's doing now is acting a movie. Koyeyi is acting a movie. The voice notes that BJ played, the one and only Iron Lady, another Iron Lady is just a counterfeit and a borrow post. Whether you go ahead and you add vanilla to your Iron Lady, or it is yogurt you add to your Iron Lady, or you even went far, you add Supreme to your own Iron Lady, we know who is Iron. You understand? Let's take that aside. Yomi is just acting. Yomi is just acting drama. Exactly, he's just acting everywhere. Somebody that said that the after his life, Mobiton Lo, the tira ticket. Airport to Kinshe, Ojo Tap Garage. You bought your ticket way before that day. And you say you don't know where you're going. The same you that they threatened to kill is the same you that we saw to school bag saying,
You're back in Nigeria now.
On was CCTV law. On was the video Adura Lono.
Information to get the CCTV. In that statement, you said you will not be responsible to give the full footage. And you are not telling the police to investigate, not only investigate, to get an order to retrieve it. Now, Shwabi, why are you not coming and pandering on TikTok people to get money for you to retrieve any CCTV? If you order the police to do their job, it is not Olaide's job. It is not BJ's job. It is not G-Babe's job or Onobiyoda's job. It is the Nigerian police, because you released a statement via your secretary on the 28th of November that the police is swinging into action on the CCTV footage. So why are you coming on TikTok and be pandering on people's gullible? I'm sorry. Don't use the word gullible. I don't get you. The police, that is what you should be doing. And the new drama that is happening about Adura, I'm not even bothered about that. I've not even gotten the better information on that. Based on what you said, BJ, I'm trying to look 1+1. Is this guy playing game with us or not?
Game money.
Well, it's a serious issue. This quest for justice for Mohbad has become more of a political, like a faction thing. Everyone has something more superior than the other to say, to think, to analyze, to project. A lot of people have said, why don't you do your thing and let me do mine? Why have you become a gatekeeper? Why have you become the head master? Why have you become the custodian of everything truth? How come? Why don't you do yours? Why are you trying to debunk me, debunk that? Why is my progress a problem to you? It's a complex world. this is complex. This is so complex. So Yomi Fabia talked about CCTV and he said he's working upon that. I don't know how he wants to get it. If he had gotten it privately, I don't even know. If he's friends with those people, I'm very sure that he must have gotten something, at least something that he has seen, hopefully. Now, this guy said something that I've also heard where Yomi Fabi spoke about the police and he said the police have to lift it. It has to be done legally. I don't know if Yomi Fabi is simply saying, I have shown you guys, because he was talking about money to lift it. Is it that he wanted to lift it at the beginning with the court order if that was presented? It is something that is a bit difficult because then I looked at it, I said, wait, Yomi Fabi said, whoever said there is CCTV said there must be a court order before such is granted. Okay. Now, if a court order is to be granted, on what name, which address is this going to be sent to? Because it's a belief that will be bringing it probably alongside the police and it will be lifted. Now, I do not understand it. I do not understand. Now, is it that Yomi Fabi did not get access or that is what he was told and he came back to the public and said, look, what about this? What about that? Yomi Fabi had talked about having contact with certain persons and he said those people were being threatened there and there. I don't know what he wanted to do, but what we were expecting is the CCTV thing. But before the CCTV thing, we got some kind of update about a conversation that he had and he didn't say nothing about it. It was Kerimo that brought it out. If Kerimo had not brought the conversation, the chat messages, and the Adura thing out publicly, if she had not jumped saying she wants to save the life of Adura now, what a mess. If she had not done that, we would not have heard about it yet. We would probably be dealing with, but she quickly jumped out and she did it. And now, all of a sudden, she is not friends any longer with Yomi Fabi. Now, Bukky Jesse is against Karimo and Yomi Fabi. He said both of them are liars. They have nothing to offer on justice for Mohbad. They are simply manipulators trying to defraud the public, fool the public, make the public think. There was a 3-point-something million naira talk that Karimo came up with. They said this will be needed. And I'm kind of like asking the same question that this gentleman is asking, that you said the police and you put up something. Is it that after saying the police, you also want to have a copy and the copy will be used by Mohbad's father's lawyer? Is that what it is, apart from the one that the police will be lifting? So I'm kind of thinking alongside that line that there is no crime in lifting. It's called lifting. It means there will still be a copy there. Lifting, copying. So there is no crime in Mohbad's father having a copy, and I mean, not his father, I mean the legal team having a copy, so as to peruse over it, to study the footage from, we are talking about 48 hours footage. That's a long, sitting down for 48 hours. There are certain parts that can be skipped, but it's going to be a thorough job, right? So this is what he is saying. So I'm kind of like looking at it that way too. Okay, he wants the lawyer to have, but the thing I've seen from this so far, and I had suggested it at the beginning, I said, how can there be a lawyer with the way the government is playing this game? How can Mohbad's father have a lawyer? But then I got to understand that they had one lawyer stationed abroad in the UK, so funny, and they have one stationed in Nigeria. Why can't they just get 2 lawyers if they wanted on ground? And more importantly, if it's even one lawyer, coupled with a private investigator, that private investigator would have looked into the part of the CCTV. That person would have been the one working, because I don't understand. What are they going to take to the court? What are they going to take to the trial court? What are they going to take to the trial court? Like, I don't get it. Like, it's not adding up. Like, it's not making sense to me. What are they going to take to the trial court? Is it this whole shenanigan? Anyway, till date, Bukky Jesse also has not been able to process the part of CCTV, and we don't know what's going on. CCTV, DNA, Mohbad's father has become, now a professional proverb. Well, it is what it is. I've looked at it. I said this December, we might not be seeing much, but then, whenever there is a calm, then comes the hula ballo. Yes, whenever there is a calm, then something will pop. And for me, personally, I am thinking that somehow God had made it possible that this mobile phone thing will come up so that Adura and the other Damola guy or his dummy will be grilled. There is something in that mobile phone that needs to be grilled. But what I observed is that Karimo is more interested in how Damola will be punished than Adura. What kind of rubbish is that? Were they both not there? So I looked back. There are certain things that she had talked about, and I realized that there is a personal beef between that Damola and Wunmi's sister. When she came to Nigeria, she said the guy said, "Hey, calm down," or something, like I didn't really get that part of it. Anyway, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Let's see how all of these things will turn out to be. It's a serious, serious issue.